Hey, what's up guys? Here from Da Nang, Vietnam. I get a lot of messages and questions asking me about the process of how to get a SIM card once you arrive in the city. Well, today we're gonna show you the whole process and explain it pretty good. And today we have a volunteer of who's gonna do it. My girlfriend needs to get a new SIM card. She's been gone for about 3 or 4 months. So today we're going to show you the process of getting a brand new SIM card and exactly what you need to do. So stick around. So as we left the apartment, I placed an order for an in-drive to make our way to Vinaphone to get a new SIM card. And you guys can see firsthand exactly why I refuse to get on a motorbike here in Vietnam. This is one of the crazy things you see out on the road, a guy with a washing machine on the back of his scooter. We are just about to go in. I'm going to show you the steps and the processes to make sure that you get a good, efficient SIM card. So stick around. There's multiple different plans. So for a first-time person, it's kind of confusing. I know the plan that I usually get, so it's pretty simple for me. I get the same plan every time. You get 7 gigabytes of data for $5 US. So to me, it's unbeatable. A total of 210 gigabytes per month or 7 gigabytes per day is how it breaks down. $5 US. Amazing deal. In the USA, I do get an unlimited plan, but it costs me $50 a month. This plan, I never use all the data. So it's basically, for me, it's an unlimited data plan. Costs $5. So $5 here in Vietnam compared to $50 US back in the USA. So YOLO 125.
Euro 25.
Yes.
Euro 25. Working 1 month.
One month.
And one SIM 40.
Yeah, 40,000.
Total
165.
165.
Yes. Yes, correct. So guys, we'll just review this. So what she's saying is the plan is 125,000. That gets you 7 gigabytes per day or 210 gigabytes per month. And the SIM card is a one-time fee of 40,000. So for the first month, it'll cost you 165,000. I'll pop that amount up in the screen. The process is you have to bring your passport. This is how they register you. So a lot of times if you go to the airport, they will take your passport, but I've heard and been firsthand witness that they do not do it.
No.
They want to sell you the 3-month package, which I guess if you guys want to save time, it's not bad, but we have a local store near us that sells the little scratch cards. So every month what I do is I go purchase 125,000 worth of them, and then you just scratch it off and you call a number on the back of the card and you add your data that way. So I prefer it the other way. You could just pay it here and get the 3-month service here. You pay it in advance, but I just do it on my own. So either one is fine, but I prefer to get my own scratch SIM card. There's different deals. You can get data only plans, which are these, where you only get data. You don't get any local calls or anything like that. Myself personally, I do not make any phone calls, and well, let me rephrase that. I do not make any local Vietnamese calls. So here's a little bonus tip. If I do need to make phone calls, I make them on Facebook video call, I make them on WhatsApp, or if you guys are still in the USA, I highly recommend downloading Google Voice and getting a Google Voice phone number. It's free and you can use it when you come out here to call back in the USA. So that's my big bonus tip of the day for you guys. Download Google Voice. So the 2 big things that you need to bring when you're here is your passport and your cash. So make sure that you have your passport. That's the way that they register your SIM card. And if not, you will have to go back and get your passport. So make sure to have this in your pocket or wherever you can closely keep an eye on it, because you do not want to lose your passport I have a friend that lost his passport here in Vietnam, and it was a hassle, big hassle. So keep this as safe as possible. Are any of you planning a trip to Da Nang in the next 60 days? Well, book a free 30-minute video consultation with me to get all the information you need to settle in smoothly. During this call, I'll provide personalized advice and answer any of the questions you have about traveling or living in Da Nang. So don't hesitate to book your free consultation today. The link is in the description below. One thing I did notice, guys, I cannot find the YOLO 125, which is the package that I recommend getting. I can't find that anywhere on their brochure and nowhere on the board up there. So not sure if that's an error or they just don't want you to see that package. Because like you'll see the YOLO 70, which is way less gigabytes, but practically 70% of the cost. And I do see the YOLO 180, which actually costs more. So it's 159,000 VND for 180 gigabytes. Whereas the plan that I gets you 210 gigabytes a month, and it's only 125. So not sure if that's a mistake or they don't want you to know that, but luckily you guys watched this video and you got to see here at Vinaphone the hidden package. So we're going to call it the hidden package plan, the Will Special. You know how In-N-Out has this secret menu? Vinaphone has the secret plan. So get the YOLO 125, which is not listed anywhere here. So guys, as I mentioned, we are here at Vinaphone. This is the preferred company that I use, but there's two big companies. There's more than two, but there's two big companies that most people use here in Vietnam. Vinaphone, which is this place, and Viettel. Viettel, I've heard overall is slightly better service, but it is a little bit more expensive and you get a little less data. But I think with Viettel, you get only 5 gigabytes per day, and I think it's about 150,000 a month. So slight difference. I've had good luck with Vinaphone. So like the saying goes, why fix something that's not broken? So that's why I stick with them. So I have purchased SIM cards from the airport directly, and I've had nothing but either overpaid SIM cards, or I've had twice where they shut my SIM card down and I had to come to a Vinaphone in person and get it taken care of. So unless you're in an emergency or you just don't care about wildly overspending, I would recommend going against getting your SIM card at the airport. After a slight delay, everything was taken care of and we were pretty much wrapping up the transaction. The data worked perfectly fine, the speeds were good, and like I said, 7 gigabytes per day or 210 gigabytes per month for a total of $5. The one-time SIM card purchase fee was right around $1.50, so you can't go wrong on that. Plenty of data, good working service. Vinaphone is who I go through, but as I mentioned earlier, Viettel is another good choice also. So I appreciate everybody sticking around watching this video. Hopefully you gained some knowledge about getting a local SIM card here in Vietnam. Please hit the like button, please hit the subscribe button. It definitely helps the channel grow. Once again, I thank you guys and happy travels.